Yes, thank you, Mr. Mayor, for giving me the opportunity to pay my respects to the memory of the late Lady Thatcher. Much has been said and written about Mrs. Thatcher throughout her political lifetime and during the week following her death. A couple of things struck me. One was in the Times, and I think there's no disagreement that humour was not Mrs. Thatcher's strongest suit. And the Times' Ben McIntyre tells the story of her last party conference as leader, when one of her advisors tried to persuade her to refer to the Monty Python Dead Parrot sketch in her speech in order to mock the Liberal Democrats' bird logo. Mrs. Thatcher was shown the parrot sketch repeatedly until she could mimic John Cleese perfectly, writes McIntyre in the Times. It is an ex-parrot, I can't do the accent. It had ceased to be. She never smiled, and she was still dubious. And in the end, she said, "Monty Python, is he one of us?" And the other thing that caught my eye, and I give credit to the Barnet Bugle here for putting the video on its website, the Council first weekly to it, was a video clip showing the 1987 general election declarations, very town hall, and I think I was proud to say I was there. And what memories it brought back and how times have changed. The returning officer in those days, the mayor, and the late Councillor Malcolm Lester. And you think this is not the right thing. It's a teacher a trick or two. And Councillor Lester intoned the result of the poll. The other candidate, remember Lord Buckethead? Sitting over there, for the Glenroy's party, former Councillor John Davis for the Labour Party, David Howard for the Alliance. Remember the Alliance? Michelle St Vincent for the Gold Party, and finally sitting there, as Councillor said, was Margaret Thatcher, who, according to the voiceover from David Dimbleby, was taking a sip of her favourite fizzy water, which she took with her everywhere apparently. It was a raucous council chamber, but somehow Mrs. Thatcher rose above it all. Her acceptance speech was described as a domestic speech by David Dimbleby, as she thanked the returning officer, the counting staff, and as an aside mentioned, they got it done quicker than last time. Hasn't really changed. The police and her helpers. She made a brief reference to the democratic process, and that was that. So very ordinary and so very British. But there was one moment which made us all smile to her face. She had just said, "It is a great honour to be returned for the Finchley constituency," when a voice from the gallery sounded suspiciously like Mr. Shepherd, shouted, "And for us it isn't."
It was Peter Hart.
Mrs. Thatcher, you perceive, was about to respond, but she thought better of it. Mr. Mayor, I'm not clever enough to compare Mrs. Thatcher to our previous Prime Ministers, or to speculate what place she will hold in history. I can say to my mind she was a remarkable politician of many strengths, and like us all, had her weaknesses. May she rest in peace.